The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. It's maybe teed up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable. The Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set us down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion in this
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate.
Burwest, they center in front. Scarborough down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
And we're back. American Legion Baseball, the 2023 Class A State Legion Baseball Tournament in Kindred, North Dakota at Varsity Field. I'm Mike Bernier along with Chris Hovden. We're bringing you American Legion Baseball. And Chris, we had a couple of good ball games to start the day, and we're looking for some more fun.
No kidding. See if this can top the second one.
Well, in game one, Wahpeton upends Watford City by a score of 17-0, and we had another shutout. In the second game, West Fargo Vets shut out the Bismarck Senators by a score of 3-0. In game three, scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, we might get a little bit earlier start as the Bismarck Capitals are taking on the home team on the scoreboard, the Casselton Post 15 Haymakers. We're looking forward to a great baseball game. It's a beautiful day in Kindred. We had some rain to start game one. Kind of rained throughout game one, but it really greened up this field. Things are looking great. The sun is out. The grass is growing before our eyes. We could actually watch the grass grow due to the rain and the sun. And we're getting ready to play some great baseball. Again, Bismarck Capitals are the away team. They're still Post 1. The Bismarck Senators are the other team from Post 1 in this tournament. Casselton Post 15, the Haymakers, they're the home team on the scoreboard, and we're getting ready to play some baseball. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with your starting lineups. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
Mitso Magic Services is locally owned and operated out of Bismarck, North Dakota. They provide the services you need to keep your home looking great. Whether it's lawn mowing or snow removal, get the job done for a reasonable and affordable rate with Mitso Magic Services. Mitso Magic Services also offers weed control, landscaping, tree trimming, and yard cleanup services and more. Want some magic done to your yard? You know who to call. Mitso Magic Services. Contact Jaden today at 701-333-9791 or visit them on Facebook by searching Mitso Magic Services.
Touchmark provides a carefree lifestyle for our residents, and we are here with you the entire way.
I'm so happy I made the move to Touchmark.
There's always enough to keep me busy, and people are very friendly here. I enjoy that. It makes my day.
People get up and dance. I mean, it's such a joyful place to live. How can you not like it?
That sense of community is so strong. When I think of Touchmark, I just think big, but I think beautiful, and I think home.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcasted on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
And welcome back to Kindred. I'm Mike Bernier along with Chris Hubden, bringing you American Legion Baseball, the 2023 Class A State Legion Baseball Tournament in Kindred. For the Bismarck Capitals, here's our starting lineups, coached by Arik Lee and Lido Pajamula. Man, that's an awesome name.
That is.
I love it. So leading off and pitching for the Bismarck Capitals will be the pitcher Trace King. Evan Hummel bats second and plays over at third base. Batting third and the designated hitter, Avery Emery. Batting in the cleanup hole, the left fielder, Elliot Huntington. Logan Herman bats fifth, and he does the catching. Grady Swanson is the shortstop. He bats sixth. Batting seventh and playing over at first base will be Connor Schatz. Batting eighth and playing in center field will be Jay Gums. Batting ninth and playing in right field will be Micah Hummel. Evan Fuchs will be designated hit for, and he plays at second base. So we got King, Hummel, Every, Huntington, Herman, Swanson, Schatz, Gums, Hummel, and then Fuchs plays at shortstop. Now for the post 15, the Haymakers out of Casselton. Leading off and playing in right field will be number 8, Logan Broughton. Batting second and playing at third base will be Carter Maggio. Playing in center field and batting third will be Carter Verkota. Braden Mitchell will be the shortstop and bat cleanup. Batting fifth and the designated hitter, Eli Buer. Batting sixth and pitching will be Brendan Maggio. Batting seventh and playing at second base will be Sam Kabervig. And batting eighth and playing at first base will be Noah Macau, I should say. And Mason Bussey bats ninth. He plays out in left field. And Cale Pearson will be the catcher, and he will be designated hit for by Eli Buer. So for the Haymakers, it's Broughton, Maggio, Verkota, Mitchell, Burr, Maggio, Kabervig, Macau, and Bussey. And then, of course, Pearson is the catcher. So we're looking forward to some great baseball in Kindred today. Casselton again is your home team on the scoreboard. We had a couple of very good baseball games. The last one, a very good baseball game. A 3-0 win for the West Fargo Veterans, the Vets, and over the Bismarck Senators.
Yeah, no kidding. A really good game, especially after such a long, drawn-out game right before that.
Right. And we are going to have a national anthem. Are we going to keep it here?
Yes, we will.
We'll keep it here. We'll get a shot of the American flag out there as the wind is blowing out, and we're going to have a national anthem before the ball game.
And on the base paths, Mr. Tom Harris and Mr. Tony Cresses. Now, if all players and coaches would please take off their hats and repeat after me.
We'll do the oath of honor for sportsmanship.
Keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. And keep a sound soul, clean mind, and a healthy body. And now if you please all stand, remove all headgear, and face the center field flag as Piper Getty and Violet Trenbeth, who are going to be entering the 5th grade, sing our national anthem.
And we're getting set to play some baseball. Great job on the national anthem. Piper Getty and Violet Trenbeth on the national anthem to get this ball game started. On the mound for Casselton, post 15, the Haymakers. Right-handed pitcher Brendan Maggio and his battery mate, the catcher, Cale Pearson, to start this ball game up. Of course, for the Bismarck Capitals, a 1-2-3 hitter. It'll be Trace King, the pitcher, Evan Hummel, the third baseman, Avery Emery, the designated hitter. Looking forward to some more baseball. Again, just as a reminder, we have some festivities coming up here at the Legion Baseball Tournament. We got opening ceremonies at 6:15 tonight. We're looking forward to a flyover. Got a special treat for you there. And we're just looking forward to some great baseball action. A lot of action here in Kindred. Good crowd, great concession stand. Thanks to all the workers, all the ticket takers, the people working the concession stands, the press box crew, the grounds crew, which is a lot of times the same people. So everybody's kind of chipping in to make this thing happen. All the national anthem singers. We set up a wiffle ball game, a wiffle ball with a strike zone back behind the first base dugout, so that's a big hit. A lot of kids going out there to take part in that. Trace King steps up. He's a pitcher, right-handed hitter, facing the right-handed pitcher, Maggio. Number 13 kicks and fires the first pitch, swing and a foul, strike one. 3:58 was the start of the ball game, says PA announcer Paul Quislin. We were aiming for a 4 o'clock start. We got her done by 3:58.
Pretty good, especially for baseball.
Not bad. Remember, we've got to chalk the lines in between the games. So we got to drag the field, get everything else ready, get the players and the teams swapped out of the dugouts. Strike two, the pitch to Trace King. Looking forward to an excellent ball game. Very well pitched game in that second game. Here's a high pop fly on the right side. Second baseman Coppervig has it. He makes a catch, and there's one away. Pop up to the second baseman, one down. In the first couple of games, we learned that Chris Upton is related to Juan Berenguer.
It's back again.
I love it. I love talking about Juan Berenguer. Senior Smoke. Man, he could pitch. Very good character, too. Ball one to Evan Hummel, the third baseman. A lot of stories about Juan Berenguer and the famed Minnesota Twins from 1987. Of course, the Twins would win the World Series in 1991 as well. A lot of great baseball players on that team were also on the 87 team. 2-0 the count to Evan Hummel. And here's a 2-0 fastball over strike one. We've had some trivia questions. We've brought up Wendy Peppercorn.
All kinds of good conversation in the booth today.
Yeah. There's a line drive, base hit into right field for Evan Hummel, the first hit of the ball game for the Capitals. A line drive single into right field for the third baseman, Evan Hummel. That'll bring up Avery Emery, the designated hitter. He steps to the plate, looks like a right-handed hitter. Just getting started in Game 3, Bismarck Capitals taking on Casselton, the Haymakers. Post 1 versus post 15. Maggio kicks, fires, over, strike one. Beautiful day. We had some rain in the first game, but it wasn't a hard rain. It was just kind of a steady drizzle, mist, pretty much throughout the first game. Strike two now to Avery Emery. But it greened up the field, and now it's just a beautiful day. Wind is still blowing out hard to left field, left center field. Here's the 0-2 pitch for Maggio. Fastball swing and a high pop fly foul down the right field line. The right fielder has it, loses his hat, and he comes over and makes a catch, does Broughton. Logan Broughton with a catch in foul territory, so it'll be a fly foul to the right fielder for the second out of the inning. It was a long run, but I think the wind kind of held that one in because the wind is blowing out to left field, And normally that ball might have escaped over the fence down the right field line, but that kept that ball in play. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Elliot Huntington, the left fielder, takes ball one. Early on, top of the first inning, Bismarck Capitals taking on Casselton, the Haymakers. Here's a 1-0, swinging a high fly ball deep to left field. I shouldn't say deep to left field, medium deep left field. The left fielder, Bussey, comes over, has it measured, makes the catch, and that's it for the Capitals in the top of the first. They do get no runs on one hit, no errors, one runner left on base. At the end of a half an inning, Bismarck comes up with no runs, and Casselton's coming to bat. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
I think what makes Proceed win is we're different than the other companies in many ways with our programming, our simplicity, our non-corporate attitudes, and our personal relationship building.
What Proceed is, we bring back the old-fashioned seed buying experience. We're true seedsmen. We care about everything from the sale to the planting to following up afterwards. That's what we're all about, is just trying to bring that experience back to a personal level.
Need seed, think Proceed. Proceed.net, great seed at a reasonable price.
And we're back, bottom of the first inning. Casselton coming to bat. The Haymakers will start off with Logan Broughton, Carter Maggio, and Carter Verkota. The 1-2-3 hitters, of course, to start off the bottom of the first inning. They'll face right-handed pitcher Trace King. Tall, thin, right-handed pitcher. Looking to work a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball, misses outside, ball one. Logan Broughton, the right fielder, made a nice running catch over in foul territory in the top of the first. Ball two, up high. We'll try to keep you up to date on the pitch counts, because that's very important as you're playing in a tournament. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it hit him. Logan Broughton will reach first base on the hit batsman. Brings up number one, Carter Maggio, the third baseman. So Casselton has a runner aboard, their leadoff runner aboard. So out of the stretch will be Trace King, and the pitch, swinging a ground ball out toward shortstop. On to second for one, throw over to first base, goes wide, and Maggio will reach second base on the throwing error. So Logan Broughton is set down on the 6-4 putout on the fielder's choice for the first out. Maggio reaches first base on the fielder's choice, and now second base on the error on the second baseman, Cobbervig. No, that's not right. Fuchs. So it was the shortstop Swanson to Fuchs for the first out, and Fuchs on the throwing error, allowing Maggio to get down to second base. Here's the pitch to Carter Verkota. It's a ball. He's a center fielder. 1-0 the count. Runner on second base. A lot of action already here in the first inning.
Yeah.
So here's the 1-0 pitch from Trace King. Fastball. Misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Trace King trying to pitch through a little bit of trouble here. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball swinging a high pop fly. I think that'll reach foul territory down golf cart row over here. It didn't quite get out of play. Got a couple of golf carts down there. A lot of times during the Kindred games, there's 5 or 6 golf carts down parked in foul territory down here. 2 balls and 1 strike to Carter Verkota. Here's a 2-1 pitch. And King sets and fires home. Swinging a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Maggio had to hold up. Now the throw to third base is in time. He got him. Maggio had to hold up because he wasn't positive that was not going to be caught by the center fielder. And so I think that's still a base hit. That is a base hit for Verkota. But Maggio's thrown out on the typical 8-5 putout for the second out of the inning. So tons of action in this ball game, and it's just kind of incredible. We've had a throwing error, a hit batsman, now a line drive base hit into center field, and no fault of Maggio. He had to hold up to make sure that ball wasn't caught by the center fielder to not get doubled up. And then he tried to run to third base, but the center fielder, Gums out in center field, threw him out over to Hummel covering third base. So 2 down now and a runner on first base. Braden Mitchell, the shortstop, steps to the plate. He fouled the first one off. Mitchell's got some power. Hit the ball a long ways. Here's the 0-1 pitch from King. It's a fastball over strike 2. Throw down to second base on the steal is not in time. A stolen base for Verkota. Well, we are able to pick that up on second base. We don't even have to move the camera at times.
Magical.
Yeah, I like it. Braden Mitchell, the batter. It's an 0-2 count on him, the cleanup hitter. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed line drive, base hit into center field. And it was hard hit right to the center fielder, so he'll get it into the infield and no run will score. A lot of times you'll score from second base with 2 outs, but that ball was just scorched into center field. And Verkota had to hold up at third base on the line drive single into center field. That'll bring up Eli Burr, the designated hitter. So 2 hits in the inning for Casselton, puts runners at first and third. And here's a pitch. It's upstairs, ball 1. And we'll see if Mitchell tries to veer off of first base to try to draw that throw so they can score the runner Verkota from third base. But you got your 5th batter up. Let's see if he can just drive him in for you. Here's a pitch. It misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Trace King on the mound, working with his battery mate, Logan Herman, the catcher for the Capitals. A couple of hits in a row for Casselton. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Fastball swinging a high pop fly, shallow left field. In comes Huntington. He's got it measured and makes a catch. A little bit of trouble, but he made the catch. And that's all there is to it. So a fly ball to left field for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs for Casselton. There were a pair of hits. There was an error and 2 runners left on base. At the end of 1 inning complete, we're tied at 0. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers like this.
Yes. Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
West Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
And we're back. Top of the second inning. First pitch from Maggio. To Logan Herman is a ball. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming to bat for the Capitals. Logan Herman, Grady Swanson, and Connor Schatz. Swing and a miss by Logan Herman. It's a 1 ball and 1 strike count. Man, I cannot read my handwriting. Every time I look at Swanson's name, it doesn't look anything near Swanson. So fortunately I wrote it in pencil, and I'll erase that. Now I could write it down. I get confused every time I look at it, and I'm like, why don't I just erase it and write it out what it's supposed to be?
Problem solved.
There you go. 1-2 the count. Right-handed pitcher. Brendan Maggio on the hill. Here's a high pop fly down golf cart row. That's going to go into foul territory. And the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the second inning. No score so far. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for Bismarck. Casselton with no runs on 2 hits and no errors. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Maggio. Fastball just misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful day for baseball. Winds blowing out hard to left field. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fastball, swinging a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Maggio has it, throws over to first base, and Macau's over there, makes the play. And there's 1 away. Maggio set down 3 batters in a row. That'll bring up Grady Swanson. I can read it this time. He's the shortstop. Swanson, a right-handed hitter, steps to the plate for the first time in today's ball game. And here's a pitch for Maggio, over for strike 1. Mike Bernier along with Chris Hovden bringing you American Legion Baseball in this tournament. Having a lot of fun. It's a beautiful day for baseball. If you're around, come out and watch some baseball. A lot of ceremonies set up for the opening ceremonies this evening. Looking for a flyover, which will be outstanding. National anthems. All that other good stuff. Here's a 1-1, swing and a foul, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Connor Schatz is on deck. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count to Grady Swanson, the shortstop. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, swinging a high pop fly into right center field. The center fielder, Verkota, comes over and makes the catch. He loses his hat as well. Wind is blowing pretty hard over there, so if you're looking up in the air, the wind's likely to blow your cap off of your head. 2 down. Now Maggio has set down 4 batters in a row. That'll bring up Connor Schatz, the first baseman. Right-handed hitter. Steps to the plate. And here's the pitch. Fastball. Misses. Ball 1. Jay Gums is on deck. Should Schatz reach. Bismarck Capitals. Post 1. And here's a 1-0. High fly ball in the center field. Verkota's got it measured. Camps under it, makes a catch. And for the Capitals, they go down 1-2-3 in the top of the second inning. After 1.5, we have no score. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
There's never a bored moment at Touchmark.
Here, it's always something going on. If I want to do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't.
The whole community has so much going on, activities for each day basically, and everything's right there.
There's always enough to keep me busy.
We have stuff day to day, such as gardening club, but we also have our big signature events like our Touchmark Woodstock event. There's never really a time to be bored if you don't want to be.
Batting in the bottom of the 6th inning will be the Casselton Post 15 Haymakers. They'll have the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming to bat. Strike one to the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 2nd. Brendan Maggio, the pitcher. Sam Cobbervig is on deck, followed by Noah McCow. And strike two, quickly, to Brendan Maggio.
Efficient, I like it.
Trace King on the mound. For the Capitals, kicks and fires down low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maggio has thrown 24 pitches for Casselton through 2 innings. Swing and a foul chop at the plate, and the count will remain 1-2. That was the 18th pitch by Trace King. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Just getting started with Game 3. Game 4, Kindred versus Dickinson to follow. Here's the 1-2, fastball outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. What a beautiful day. And here's a 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball chopped out towards second base. Fuchs has it, throws him out over at first base, shots covering, and it's a 4-3 putout. And there's one away. Should mention Mitch Shear is the head coach for Casselton, assisted by Andrew Yankee and Nick Holm and Matt Swanson. 1 out. Here's Sam Cobbervig, the second baseman, takes ball 1. And here's the play. Here's the pitch anyway. Foul back to the screen, and it's 1-1. One and one the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swinging a ground ball, pounded out over to third. Hamill has it, throws on to first base, and Schatz is there. And quickly there's 2 outs after the 5-3 putout. Noah McCall steps up. He's the first baseman for Casselton, his first plate appearance. Pitch is in there, ball or inside, ball 1. So we talked about your favorite left-handed pitcher. We never really got to a quick answer because you're worried about whether or not Juan Berenguer was a right-handed pitcher. So you never did really give us a good answer. But Randy,
I don't know that I do have a good answer. It's the problem.
We talked about Randy Johnson, of course, but I think mine would be Sandy Koufax. So it's safe to assume that your favorite right-handed pitcher is Juan Berenguer.
Obviously.
Here's a ground ball out to the second baseman, Fuchs, and he throws it over to Schatz in a 1-2-3 inning for Casselton in the bottom of the 2nd inning. After 2 innings complete, it's 0-0 with the Capitals coming to bat in the 3rd. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
And we're back. Jax Gums to lead off the top of the 3rd inning for the Bismarck Capitals. He's the center fielder, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to face the right-handed pitcher, Brendan Maggio. Jay Gums, Michael Hummel, and then back to the top of the order in Trace King. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Jay Gums, the center fielder, steps to the plate. Great baseball for you so far. You're fine. You're fine, you're good. Sorry, we're messing around with computers. We got radio stations up here. We got PA announcers. We got scoreboard operators. But we're making do, and we're comfortable, and everybody's having fun up here. 0-2 the count now to Jay Gums. Here's the pitch for Maggio. Kicks and fires, fastball upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Micah Hummel is on deck for the Capitals. Baseball field looks great. And here's a 1-2. Misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Despite the rain this morning, it might be before the 4th game that we might have to hose this field down.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Bit more water on there, yeah. The field took the water very well. I walked out on the grass, and it was very, very solid. Pitch misses outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The catcher, Cale Peterson, took exception to that call. He kind of held his glove there for a little bit. He thought that was strike 3. Here's a full count pitch, swinging a foul over the press box. And my jinx hasn't worked so far. Still no balls into the press box. I'm kind of covered. I got this pillar kind of right in front of us. I got the camera right in front of me. So.
Well, jump in front of the camera.
Yeah. Here's a swing and a high fly ball down the foul territory line. Here comes the right fielder, Broughton, and he comes on and makes a catch again in foul territory. That wind kind of holding that ball up once again, and Broughton's able to track it down for the first out. Yeah, if a ball does come up here in a line drive, it's likely to hit that camera, and I would be destroyed by a lot of camera shrapnel.
Yeah.
1 out. Micah Hummel steps to the plate. He's a right fielder. Here's a pitch for Maggio. Swinging at a pop-up, foul territory. It's not going to reach the press box. Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. It landed 30 feet in front of the press box. 0-1 count. So, fastball upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. I was getting a little grief from the press box. They're like, quit jinxing us, we're going to get hit. And I'm like, ball wasn't even close. Here's the 1-1 pitch, over for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Brendan Maggio, right-handed pitcher, kicks, fires, just misses outside, and perhaps a little low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I will never question the umpire and their balls and strikes from our angle. I can't do that. We're up the first base line here. And plus, the umpire's a lot closer than I am to the ball game anyway. And my opinion doesn't make any difference. It's up to the umpires to call balls and strikes, and we'll trust that they're going to do it right. And we just thank these gentlemen for being out here and upping the ball game for us, and much appreciated. Umpires often take a lot of grief, but we sure appreciate them having them out here, because if it wasn't for them, we're not playing baseball today.
Absolutely.
2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll do it again. And the pitch, fastball, line drive right at the third baseman. And that's the second out of the inning. Do I have the positions messed up here for Casselton?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I had Brewer at third base, but he's a designated hitter.
I have Carter Maggio.
At third base?
At third.
Carter Maggio. Well, either way, that's a second out. And back to the top of the order for the Capitals. It's an 0-2 count quickly on Trace King. He's 0 for 1. He popped up to the second baseman to start the ball game. Swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes. And for the Capitals, they go down 1-2-3 for the second inning in a row. And Maggio has set down 8 batters in a row. So after 2.5 innings, there's no score. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein and List E3 soybeans have yield.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with the fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Casselton, serving Casselton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
And we're back. Bottom of the third inning. 9 1-2 hitters coming to the plate against a right-handed pitcher, Trace King. Mason Bussy, the left fielder, has strike one. Now here's a ground ball pounded out to short. Swanson has it, throws over to first base in time with shots covering. And it's quickly a 6-3 putout, and there's one down. So Bussy is set down. Fifth batter in a row set down by Trace King. Maggio has set down, he's faced 10 batters, set 9 of them down. Set down 8 in a row has Maggio. Trace King trying to match that, throws strike one to the leadoff hitter in the ball game, Logan Broughton. He was hit by a pitch in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a foul ball. And again, there's some flinching up in the press box, but again, that was about 40 feet in front of the press box. Too low, too high, nowhere near us. Having some fun up in the press box. I think I jinxed everybody. Now they're expecting a ball to come sailing into the press box.
Can't wait.
The sheetrock back here is nice and clean, no holes in it.
Yet.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Logan Broughton. Line drive into right field. This ball's hit well. Back it goes over the right fielder Hummel's head. Now he's going to try to go for 3. Here's a throw there. He is safe with a triple. A line drive triple into right field over Hummel's head. So Logan Broughton with a 1-out triple, and that's a huge hit because now there's a runner in scoring position. In fact, on third base. Many ways to score from third base. Carter Maggio steps to the plate. He's a third baseman. Reach on a fielder's choice back in the first, so he's 0 for 1. A 1-out triple, third hit of the ball game for Casselton. First pitch to him is strike one. The infield is playing in for the Capitals.
I would say.
Well, actually, what they're doing is on the left side of the infield, the third baseman, shortstop are playing in, so is the first baseman. But the second baseman is playing back, and he'll take an out at first base in exchange for the run. But the infield playing in, and he dances down the line. Here's a high pop fly, shallow right field. Hummel calls for it, makes a catch, and there will be no play at the plate as a runner, and it almost sneaks away. But a nice job by the catcher, Herman, to go track that ball down. So just a fly out to right field for the second out of the inning. There's a lot of action on that play for an F9. That's all you write in the scoreboard.
Yeah.
A lot going on there, but no sacrifice fly, nothing else. It's just F9, second out. Carter Verkota steps up. He's a center fielder. He singled back in the first inning, stole a base, but was stranded at third. Takes ball one. Cleanup hitter, Braden Mitchell on deck. Should Verkota get aboard. No score in this ball game, bottom of the third inning. Another well-played game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, that's why every time I come into a game, I try to look through people's stats books, but it's so hard to get the story without being there and seeing it.
Here's the 37th pitch from King. Ground ball hard over to third base. Fielded by the shortstop. Throw to first base, not in time. And a run scores. Let's see what they call it. Going to be an RBI single. So an RBI single. No error on the play. So an RBI single for Verkota. Waiting to see what they ruled that. It was hard hit ball. I would agree with the press box assessment that that's a base hit and an RBI. So Casselton strikes first. They're up 1-0, bottom of the third inning. Swing and a foul by Braden Mitchell. He's 1 for 1. He had a base hit back in the first.
Mitchell singled back in the first inning. That was the play where
So Casselton with the first score of the ball game on an RBI single by Carter Vercote. He's now 2 for 2. Broughton comes across the score after that long triple. And here's the 0-1 pitch from King. Off-speed pitch, misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eli Buer on deck for the Haymakers. King trying to minimize the damage for the Capitals. Here's a 1-1 delivery. Fastball down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 2 ball and 1 strike count coming up. Trace King, right-handed pitcher, kicks, fires, off speed, misses, outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, going back to, we're up the first base line where the camera angle that you see is the same angle that Chris and I see from the press box. Here's a 3-1 pitch. It's a fastball looped into shallow right field. Hummel comes on and makes the catch in right field, but Casselton strikes first with the first run of the ball game. They did have a pair of hits, and there was an error in that inning. So after 3 innings complete, Casselton with 1 run, Capitals coming to bat. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports. And we're back, top of the 4th inning, a 1-0 lead for Casselton. Brendan Maggio will be the pitcher. I do got to make a correction on the scoring. On what I called a triple in that inning by Logan Broughton is now being ruled a double, and then a right fielder, Hummel, will be charged with an error for him to get to third base. So it's a double, not a triple, and that's the reason for the second error. Here's a pitch from Maggio, swing and a foul at the screen. For the Bismarck Capitals, in the top of the 4th inning, it'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Evan Hummel, Avery Emery, and Elliot Huntington. We're having the Kindred Express Lane trivia going on again, and I thought it was a good one. And this one stumped Chris over here.
It did.
Okay. 7 no-hitters at the major league level. Who's the pitcher? And we're talking about our favorite left-handed pitchers, my favorite right-handed pitcher of all time.
We'll have to see.
Do we want to hold this up a little bit and see if anybody wants to answer
Yeah,
that?
why don't we do that? We'll see if anybody comes through that one.
Okay, we'll let people answer. Here's a 2-2 pitch, swinging a drive into center field. Vercote's got it measured. He makes a catch, and there's 1 away. Fly out to center field, and there's 1 out. How you doing? Good. 1 down, and that'll bring up Avery Emery. Avery Emery. So 7 no-hitters at the major league level. That's the Major League Baseball record. So who's the right-handed pitcher? Again, my favorite baseball player of all time. Not only my favorite right-handed pitcher, but my favorite baseball of all time. I'll give you a hint. He wears number 34. That probably doesn't help you out much. 0-1 the count to Avery Emery. Anybody answer yet?
I haven't seen anything.
Nothing? Oh, that's coming over here. It's not even close.
No.
Not even close. I looked away.
I wish.
Everybody's looking over at me, and it wasn't really even that close.
Yeah, dive.
I should have dove. Yeah, that's right. Should have got a running start at the window.
Yep.
0-2 the count. 0-2 or 1-2 the count, I should say. And Maggio getting set to pitch. And the pitch is upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I have a feeling if any of us up here run by a ball, the next thing to come up here is not going to be a ball. Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Emery goes down on strikes, and there's 2 away. Maggio just setting them down. He gave up a single back in the first inning, and from there he set down 9, 10 batters in a row. 2 outs. Deputy Noonan up here from the Cass County Sheriff's Office, talking about the Kindred First Annual Night to Unite being held on Thursday, August 3rd from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Kindred Fire Hall. So looking forward to that. Strike 2. The pitch to Elliot Huntington, the left fielder. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to left field in his first at-bat.
Either that or they finally found me for whatever I did. Who knows?
And here's a pitch. It misses outside and away. And down, I should say. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Elliot Huntington steps to the plate. Brendan Maggio is just setting them down. And here's the 1-2. Fastball swinging a foul ball. Well below us, nowhere near coming into the press box. Yeah, well, that was loud, and it was directly at me.
Perfect.
So I'm jinxing myself, but everybody's kind of glaring at me for jinxing this. A lot of superstitions going on in baseball. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. I tell you what, Huntington did a great job. He kept his hands back on that off-speed pitch and laced it into left field for a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Bismarck Capitals. Brings up Logan Herman, the catcher. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the pitcher to start the second inning. So Deputy Noonan up here giving us the annual information. This is a free event, the Kindred First Annual Night to Unite. Thursday, August 3rd, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Kindred Fire Hall. Kindred Fire, Kindred Ambulance Service, Cass County Sheriff's Office invite you to join us at the Kindred Fire Hall. Here's a high pop fly into right field. Broughton says he's got it, and he makes a catch, and that'll do it for the Capitals. In the 4th inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. At the end of 3.5, Casselton leads it 1-0. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports. And we're back. We head into the bottom of the fourth inning in Kindred. Thank you, Deputy Noonan, stepping up in here and talking about the Kindred first annual Night to Unite. That's coming up August 3rd again. That's a free event. And burgers and hot dogs will be served thanks to the event sponsors. So looking forward to that. Deputy Noonan from the Cass County Sheriff's Office. For Casselton, it's Eli Burr, Brendan Maggio, and Sam Cobbervig, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Eli Burr has a 2-0 count, and the pitch to him almost hit him, and it did hit him. So he reaches on a hit batsman. Didn't almost do anything. It did hit him. Brings up Brendan Maggio. Casselton has a 1-0 lead, bottom of the fourth inning. And who is that? Oh, it's congratulations goes out to Lexi Doctor from Kindred. She got the trivia answer correct as Maggio showing bunt and Trace King steps off. So the correct answer for the 7 no-hitters at the major league level, Mr. Nolan Ryan.
Thought that was a Kindred name, so I thought I should show that one to you.
Yep, it is. Lexi Doctor with the correct answer. Nolan Ryan through 7 no-hitters. We'll throw in another trivia question that we threw out. How many Cy Youngs did Nolan Ryan win in his major league career? He's an all-time career strikeout leader, some 5,700 strikeouts. Trace King steps off again as Maggio continues to show bunt, trying to get that runner into scoring position. So how many Cy Young awards did the illustrious Hall of Famer win in his major league career? Now they got him picked off at first base, and there's a little bit of a pickle, a little bit of a rundown. Everybody's joining in, and they'll throw him out, and he's picked off as they're trying to get the runner into scoring position, and Burr gets into a rundown, and he's thrown out. I forget the numbers. I saw second baseman, shortstop, first baseman. We'll give everybody an assist, and somebody will put out. Doesn't matter. One away as he's picked off for the first out of the inning. So Maggio is batting with a 1-1 count. He was showing bunt to try to move those runners up. So again, Lexi Doctor got the correct answer. Nolan Ryan, war number 34.
She got the second number right, too.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. She typed it in?
Yep.
If she typed a 0, she's correct.
Exactly.
0 earned or Cy Young awards for Nolan Ryan. There's a 6-3 putout as Maggio grounds out to the shortstop. Swanson over to Schatz for the second out of the inning. Interesting note on Nolan Ryan. He threw his 7th no-hitter of his career in 1991. How old was he, do you think?
Couldn't tell you.
Take a wild stab. Would you think he'd be in his 30s?
I would say probably not. I would say mid to late 20s, 27, 26.
He was 44 years old.
Wow.
When he threw his 7th no-hitter in 1991.
That's impressive.
And I've watched film of that game, and he was about as dominant as a pitcher could possibly be. He had his fastball going. He had his curveball. He's throwing 90-mile-an-hour changeups, fooling everybody. 2-1 count now to Sam Cobbervig, the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. Trying to get through all these trivia questions and all these announcements, and then the pitchers are just working fast. They're throwing strikes, and this is a very quickly played ball game. We're in the bottom of the fourth already. And just as I say that, Cobbervig draws a walk. If I'm not mistaken, that's a first walk of this ball game for King. He's hit some batters, but that's the first walk he's issued. Noah McCall steps up. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to second. To end the second inning, bottom of the fourth, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Casselton, the home team. Bismarck has no runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors. 2 outs, runner on first. Trace King on the mound, kicks and fires, and it's chopped out into fair territory. King's got it, flips to first, and Schatz is there, and that's an out. A 1-3 putout, and we'll finish up the trivia answers when we come back. 1-0 lead for Casselton. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
Mitso Magic Services is locally owned and operated out of Bismarck, North Dakota. They provide the services you need to keep your home looking great. Whether it's lawn mowing or snow removal, get the job done for a reasonable and affordable rate with Mitso Magic Services. Mitso Magic Services also offers weed control, landscaping, tree trimming, and yard cleanup services and more. Want some magic done to your yard? You know who to call. Mitso Magic Services. Contact Jaden today at 701-333-9791 or visit them on Facebook by searching Mitso Magic Services.
Touchmark provides a carefree lifestyle for our residents, and we are here with you the entire way.
I'm so happy I made the move to Touchmark.
There's always enough to keep me busy, and people are very friendly here. I enjoy that. It makes my day.
People get up and dance. I mean, it's such a joyful place to live. How can you not like it?
That sense of community is so strong. When I think of Touchmark, I just think big, but I think beautiful, and I think home.
And we're back. 6, 7, and 8 hitters to bat in the top of the 5th inning. Here's a high pop fly over on the second base side. And Kobervik gobbles it up. First pitch swinging. Grady Swanson pops up to the second baseman, and there's one away. Tell you what, Brendan Maggio is just throwing a quickly paced, great ball game. He's only given up the 2 hits. I tell you what, Trace King is also throwing a very quick ball game and doing a very good job. This is a pitcher's duel at its best. 1-0 lead for Casselton. Brings up Connor Schatz, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to center in his first at-bat to end the second inning. Here's a 1-0 pitch to him, in there for strike 1. We did finish up our trivia. Lexi Doctor got the answers correctly as she texted that in or sent that information in. Nolan Ryan with 7 career no-hitters. Here's a high fly ball into right center field, fairly deep. Fracota's got it measured. He makes a catch out in right center field, and there's 2 down. Nolan Ryan, despite striking out over 5,700 hitters in his career, winning over 300 ball games in his career, never won a Cy Young, so 0 Cy Young awards for Nolan Ryan. Jax Gums steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to right in his first at-bat. Here's a pitch from Maggio. It's outside, ball 1. Mike Bernier along with you, along with Chris Hovden, bringing you American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports. Here's a foul ball over the press box. Nowhere near any of us. Well over the press box. Still, the jinx is not in effect.
It's going to come right to you.
The sheetrock is clean. There's no holes in the sheetrock. None. No bruises on me either. Here's a swing and a foul to the screen. Strike 2.
Okay, that's just asking for it now.
Again, I'm not going to get any bruises. I'm not likely to get hit with the baseball, but I am likely to get some shrapnel from this shattered camera that's right in front of me. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Maggio. Fastball. Grounded hard out to short. Mitchell's got it. He throws on to first base with Macau covering, and the Capitals go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th inning. At the end of 4 1/2, it's a 1-0 lead for Casselton. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related,
dogs, hunting dogs. They're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to him today.
And to start the bottom of the 5th inning for Casselton, Mason Bussey takes the first pitch right on the left arm, and so he'll take first base. He's hit by a pitch by Trace King. Casselton leads it 1-0 in a pitcher's duel. Casselton with 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. Bismarck with no runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors. Bottom of the 5th inning. Back to the top of the order for the Haymakers. Logan Broughton steps to the plate. That guy's 1 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the first and doubled in the 3rd inning and came around to score. First pitch him is ball 1. Originally I had said that he had a triple, but what I didn't see is the right fielder bobbled it, so they did charge an error to the right fielder Hummel on the play, so he's a double and he reaches 3rd on the air. Either way, he came around to score. Here's a line drive out to the shortstop. Swanson has it over to Fuchs for 1, over to first base, not in time. And Broughton will reach on the fielder's choice. A 6-4 put out at second base sets down Bussey for the first out of the inning. Brings up Carter Maggio, the 3rd baseman. This has been an incredibly fast-moving baseball game. And again, I don't want to jinx that, but it goes to the fact that both pitchers work quickly and they throw strikes.
Absolutely.
And keep their fielders in the ball game. And there's a lot to be said about that. A lot of strike 1 pitches as well. And that makes for a quicker baseball game. Your fielders are into the ball game a lot more. And, man, it's hard to keep up sometimes. Here's a line drive up the middle. That's a base hit for Maggio. It was a hard-hit base hit into center field. And Broughton will reach second base. So 1 out, runners on first and second. Carter Verkota, the center fielder, steps to the plate. He's 2 for 2. He had a single and a stolen base in the first, but was stranded on third, and he had an RBI single back in the 3rd inning to score the only run of this ballgame. Going back to the Nolan Ryan trivia, I did get a personal text message from a buddy of mine by the name of Casey Whipple. He guessed Nolan Ryan. This ball's crushed down the left field line. This ball's hit well. It's going to get in there for a hit, and it's going to be a long single. As the left fielder, Huntington, went back and fielded the ball. But Carter Maggio kind of had to hold up just to make sure that the left fielder didn't make the catch, so he'll stop at second base. However, Broughton scores all the way from second to make it a 2-0 ball game. Broughton has scored both runs in this ball game. Maggio moves up to second base. Carter Verkota with an RBI single, his 2nd run batted into the ball game. He's driven in both runs. 6 hits now for Casselton. Swinging a little blooper towards second base. Fielded by Fuchs. And he tried to go to second base. I just assumed he was going to try to get the out. Now here's a play at the plate. And he is gunned down at the plate as Maggio moved up to 3rd and tried to score on that play, but he was thrown out at the plate for the 2nd out of the inning. So Mitchell will reach on a fielder's choice. Verkota will be safe at second on the error. So Fuchs went to shortstop, Swanson, and Swanson dropped the ball, so he'll be charged with a 3rd error for Bismarck. However, Maggio was gunned down at the plate for the 2nd out of the inning. So the Capitals kind of dodging a bullet there. They didn't get the out at second base, but they do get the out at home. And so runners on first and second with 2 outs. Big break for the Capitals. See if they can take advantage. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Logan Broughton has scored both runs for Casselton, the only 2 runs of the ball game, both driven in by Carter Verkota. What a great ball game. Just some good baseball all around. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Is outside, and it's going to get by the catcher. Herman, that'll be a pass ball as Verkota trots down to 3rd base. Mitchell up to second. Eli Burr is the batter. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to left and was hit by a pitch. No, that is not correct. Braden. Yeah. Here's a high fly ball out to left field, and that'll end the inning as Burr does fly out to left field. Carter Mitchell reached on a fielder's choice. That was correct. Eli Burr flies out to left field, but Casselton strikes again in the bottom of the 5th inning. They do score a run. They had a couple of hits. There was an error and 2 runners left on base. At the end of 5 complete, Casselton leads it over Bismarck by a score of 2-0. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports. We got ourselves a ball game here, folks. Casselton leads it by a score of 2-0 over the Bismarck Capitals. Brendan Maggio on the mound for Casselton. Kicks and fires. His fastball swung on and missed by Micah Hummel. 9-1-2 hitters to face Maggio in the top of the 6th inning. We've seen 2 shutouts through the first 2 games of this tournament. Maggio working on a 3rd. He's got 6 more outs to go. Misses ball 1. Micah Hummel is 0 for 1. He lined out to 3rd base in his first at-bat. Here's a pitch. Misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors for Bismarck. Casselton with 2 runs and 6 hits and no errors. Here's a pitch. Here's a 2-1. Down low in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Interestingly enough, all those no-hitters go against the West region, so they have not gotten a run today.
And that looked like it was either inside for a walk or it hit him. But either way, Hummel goes down to first base. We'll call it a walk. I believe that's Maggio's first walk of the ball game, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Trace King. He's 0 for 2. He popped up to second base and struck out. And he tries to lay down a bunt and fouls it back to the screen, strike 1. So Casey Whipple did get the answer right. It was Nolan Ryan, but that came in on my personal text phone.
Well.
On my phone. But we'll give him credit. He got the answer right. Trace King looking to get things started. Shows bunt again, takes strike 2. So Micah Hummel on first base. There's nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. What a great baseball game. What a beautiful day. Wind's blowing out. Excited to have you. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive up to shortstop. Mitchell's got it. He throws on to first base in time for the 6-3 double play. And once again, Maggio works out of a little bit of trouble. He gets a leadoff inning hitter aboard, and he's able to set him down on the double play. So it's a 6-6-3 double play. 6 unassisted at second base. 6-3 put out. And just like that, there's 2 down. And that'll bring up Evan Hummel, the third baseman. He's 1 for 2. He singled back in the first and flew out in the 4th. Takes low, ball 1. Maggio is just simply throwing a great baseball game, folks. He's only thrown 64 pitches here in the bottom of the 6th inning, averaging just over 10 pitches an inning. Swinging a high pop fly into shallow center field. Vercota's got it measured. He makes a catch. And quickly, the Capitals go out. Maggio faces the minimum after the double play. So after 5.5 Casselton post 15, the Haymakers lead it by a score of 2-0 over the Bismarck Capitals of post 1. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Casselton Haymakers stepping up to the plate. They'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters batting. You may have missed it. Brandon Maggio had the first pitch for Trace King. Maggio fouled it off for strike 1. Here's another swing and a foul back and off the helmet to Herman, but it looks like he's okay. Umpire does a good job of walking the baseball out. Lets the catcher shake some cobwebs off, and I think he's going to stay in the ball game. Coaches will kind of check on him, but he's given the nod. He says he's okay. Probably one of the best inventions ever for baseball is the catcher's mask. Can't imagine playing without him. But the umpire's giving him a little bit of time. That's a kind of a courtesy. The catchers will do the same thing. When the umpires get hit with a foul ball, the catchers will walk the baseball out to their pitcher and say a few words and kind of give the umpire a few seconds to shake the cobwebs off, walk it off, whatever they got to do. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brendan Maggio. He's 0 for 2 at the plate, but, man, throwing a great baseball game. 6 shutout innings thus far. And the pitch, off speed, misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maggio's 3 outs away from throwing the 3rd shutout of this tournament. Three shutouts in 3 games. Can it be done? Pitch misses. It's now a 3 ball and 2 strike count. And Trace King kicks and fires. Off speed, grounded up the middle. That's a base hit. Brendan Maggio with a base hit up the middle. Brendan Maggio will have a courtesy runner come in for him. It's Josiah Crandall will come in and be the courtesy runner for the pitcher. Is that 7 hits now for Casselton?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
That's what I have.
Sam Cobbervig steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out and walked. So leadoff runner is aboard. Pitches upstairs, ball 1 to Cobbervig. Cobbervig, see what he does here. There's a 2-0 lead. See if he tries to lay one down to get the runner into scoring position. Trace King on the mound, also throwing a great ball game. Here's the bunt. It's going to be a good one. Throw down to second base is in time for the first out, not in time for the double play. But an unsuccessful sacrifice bunt attempt, and Cobbervig will reach first base on the fielder's choice, so no hit. And the throw down to shortstop, so a 1-6 putout for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Noah McCow. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out twice. Once to the second baseman, once to the pitcher. So 1 out now, runner on first base. Just a different runner. Sam Cobbervig over there, swinging a foul, strike 1. Trace King is throwing an outstanding ball game. There is somebody warming up in the bullpen for the Capitals. Capitals pitcher Trace King is only thrown. This will be his 75th pitch of the ball game. Pitch count is in excellent shape. Here's the pitch. It's outside, ball one. Beautiful day for baseball. We got opening ceremonies coming up, 6:15. If you're in the Kindred area, come on out and watch some great baseball, some great opening ceremonies. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Misses inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. We'll have the American Legion, local chapter of the American Legion from Post 117. They'll have the color guard out, displaying the flags. National anthem, flyover. It's going to be a great night. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Trace King. Off speed down low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Noah Macau, the first baseman. Mason Bussey is on deck. And the pitch to Macau is upstairs. He walked him. Ball 4. Runners on first and second. And now we're going to have a coach's visit out to the mound. Let's see if that's it for Trace King. He's thrown a great ball game. What a great baseball game he's pitched for this young man. Trying to give the pitcher down the line a little bit more warm-up time. Yeah, there's going to be a pitching change. So let's take a break, Chris, and we'll take a break for the pitching change. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
And we're back. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. We've got ourselves a pitching change as number 7, Jace Coonsey, comes on to pitch. The pitcher, Trace King, did a marvelous job keeping his team into this ball game. He's allowed 2 runs on 7 hits. He is responsible for the runners on first and second base, however. He'll move to shortstop. The shortstop, Swanson, will move over to second base, and Evan Fuchs comes out of the ball game. He was at second base and being designated hit for. So here's Noah Macau. Takes strike 1 on the first pitch from Coonsey. Jace Coonsey on the mound. Where's number 7? Runners on first and second with 1 out. And here's the pitch. Fastball, misses down low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Noah Macau, the first baseman, right-handed hitter, looking on, has a 1-1 count. Here's a pitch from Coonsey, off speed, low and in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Coonsey looks back to second, kicks, fires, fastball, high fly ball into center field. Gums goes back and makes a catch. It'll be a fly ball to center field for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Mason Bussey, the left fielder. Bussey's 0 for 1. He grounded out to short back in the third, and he was hit by a pitch in the fifth inning.
That was Bussey who just flew out.
Okay.
Logan Broughton up now.
Okay, I missed a batter somewhere. Oh, okay, that was, yeah, you're right. Fly out to center field. And Macau reached on the, how did he get on base? I can't remember now. But he reached first base, so he's on first base. And the pitch, breaking ball. We're back to the top of the order, and Logan Broughton, the right fielder.
Macau was walked.
Okay, yeah, that's right. He drew a walk. So I apologize for that mistake. So Bussey is the one that flew out to center field. He's now 0 for 2. 2 balls and a strike to Logan Broughton, top of the order. He was hit by a pitch, doubled, and reached on the fielder's choice. He's got 2 runs scored. He's scored both runs for Casselton. And here's a pitch down low in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike. Carter Maggio on deck. What a great baseball game so far, folks. Bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors for Bismarck. Casselton with 2 runs on 7 hits and no errors. And the pitch, fastball, strike 2. And the count is full. So now we got the kind of the windmill, if you will. There's 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's 2 outs. So runners will be going, assuming that the pitcher goes to the plate. So they'll take off on the pitch, and there they go. Here's the pitch, swinging a line drive right at the shortstop. He does drop it. Throw over to first base is wild, and it's going to be an error. And now the runner's trying to score from third, and he'll get there safely. Man, a line drive at the shortstop. He dropped it, but still had time to throw the runner out at first base. He picked it up and then tried to throw over to first base, but the throw was errant, so we'll give him an error. So E6 as Broughton reaches. Cobbervig comes across to score on the play. And Macau reaches third base. So that should have ended the inning, but the Casselton Haymakers will pick up another run. That'll be an unearned run. Charge to the starting pitcher, Trace King. Now runners at first and third with a 3-0 lead for Casselton. And here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss by the batter, Carter Maggio, the third baseman. Maggio reached on a fielder's choice in the first, flew out to right in the third inning, and singled back in the fifth. 4 errors now on Bismarck. And the pitch from Coonsey. Here's a high fly ball into shallow center field. Gums is there, he makes a catch, and that'll do it for Casselton, but they come up with a huge insurance run, an unearned run. They score a run. There was only 1 hit, there was an error, and a couple runners left on base. At the end of 6 innings complete, it's 3-0 in favor of Casselton. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
There's never a bored moment at Touchmark.
Here, it's always something going on. If I want to do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't.
The whole community has so much going on, activities for each day basically, and everything's right there.
There's always enough to keep me busy.
We have stuff day to day, such as gardening club, but we also have our big signature events like our Touchmark Woodstock event. There's never really a time to be bored if you don't want to be.
And we're back. We're heading into the top of the 7th inning. Very good baseball game. The Bismarck Capitals, post 1, need to get themselves 3 runs or more. Keep this ball game alive. Brendan Maggio is just throwing an excellent ball game for Casselton. First pitch to the third hitter in the lineup, Avery Emery, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters to bat here in the top of the 7th inning. Fastball down low, 2 balls and no strikes. What a baseball game, folks. No runs, 2 hits, 4 errors for Bismarck. Casselton, 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. Here's a 2-0 pitch, swinging a ground ball, foul down the first base line. I'm Mike Bernier, along with Chris Hovden, bringing you American Legion Baseball in this Class A American Legion Baseball tournament. This is awesome. There's been some great baseball games. We've had some trivia. We've had a lot of action. It's been a joy to bring you these games. Here's a 2-1 pitch. It's upstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. Chris, is this your first trip out to Kindred for baseball?
You know, I was thinking about it earlier. I can't remember if I've been up here or not.
And a leadoff walk for Avery Emery. Maggio's been very efficient. I believe that's a second walk that he's issued. And he didn't walk anybody through 5 innings. Now we got a courtesy runner coming on. That'll actually be a pinch runner because Emery's the designated hitter. Looks like number 12, Landon Barth, the pinch runner for the Capitals, will come on. And Elliot Huntington steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He flew out and singled, swings and fouls it back over the screen, and there's 1 strike. Kindred's an excellent place to watch a ball game. We got a great grandstand with some shade, wonderful patio areas down each line so you can stand there at tables and watch a very good close-up of the ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's fouled well over the press box, nowhere near anybody. Not getting glared at as much as I was earlier in the ball game.
Oh, you just wait. You just wait.
0-2 count to Elliot Huntington. The dugouts are fascinating here as well. Very unusual for the American Legion baseball. Here's a little pop-up out to the shortstop, and he comes on and makes a catch. There might be a play at first base, but there won't be. As the shortstop, Mitchell came in and made the catch. And I tell you what, the pinch runner, Barth, had a very difficult time because was that ball going to fall in? Was it going to be caught? He was kind of caught in no man's land as to what to do there, right? So the ball is caught by Mitchell, and Huntington pops out to short. So, again, a lot of action on there, and all you do is write in the scoreboard, pop 6. That's it. P6. 1 out. Swing and a high pop fly and a check swing. Over to second base, Kobervik's got it, and he makes a catch. And quickly, on the first pitch, Logan Herman, the catcher, is set down on the first pitch on a check swing, and he pops out to the second baseman. But I was talking about the dugouts. On both dugouts, both home and away, there's your dugout area and your bench seating area. Back behind the dugout, within the dugout, is kind of like a little clubhouse, not a locker room, but there's some benches back there.
Interesting.
So the players can go back there and change with a little bit of privacy. Here's a ground ball out to short. Fielded by Mitchell, he flips to Kobervig, and that ends the ball game. What a great game by the starting pitcher, Brendan Maggio. He throws a complete game shutout, and we got our 3rd shutout in as many games in this tournament as Casselton wins it by a score of 3-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back after this and wrap things up in this ball game. Casselton wins it 3-0.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered, Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with the fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Casselton, serving Casselton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
And we're back to wrap things up in this third ball game in the 2023 Class A State Legion Baseball Tournament. I'm Mike Bernier along with Chris Hubden. We just brought you the third game of this tournament, and what a game it was. Very quickly played, very well played baseball game, very well pitched baseball game on both ends as Casselton comes away the winners with a 3-0 win. Thanks to a two-hit shutout by the starting pitcher, Brendan Maggio. And he will be announced as the player of the game here in Kindred. A two-hit shutout over 7 innings. By my numbers, he walked 2 and struck out a pair of batters. And worked very quickly and just simply threw strikes and threw a heck of a ball game. And he picks up the win as Casselton wins it by, again, a score of 3-0. Casselton with 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. Bismarck with the no runs, 2 hits, and 4 errors on the ball game. One heck of a ball game. Beautiful day in Kindred, Chris, and we'll wrap things up here shortly from Kindred.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay tuned for the flyover and the rest of the ceremonies happening. I believe it's 6:15, correct?
Yes, that is correct. 6:15, things will get started, and it's going to be a beautiful night.
Yeah, we'll be live shortly. Before that, we'll take a quick look at the bracket.
In the bracket, as you can see, in the first game, we'll wrap it up there. Wahpeton wins the first game by a score of 17-0 over Watford City. The West Fargo Vets with a 3-0 shutout over the Bismarck Senators. They'll move on. So it'll be Wahpeton and the West Fargo Vets playing tomorrow in Game 7. That'll be at 4 o'clock. And in this game, another 3-0 shutout. Casselton wins this one over the Bismarck Capitals by a score of 3-0. They'll play tomorrow in Game 8 at 6:30. Again, all of these games are going to be brought to you on Magnitude Sports. So the Bismarck Capitals will play tomorrow, Game 6. That'll be at 1:30 p.m. Against the winner of this next ball game. It's going to be Kindred taking on the number 1 seed out of the West, Dickinson. And that's going to be a great ball game as well. Again, we're going to have, like Chris mentioned, we're going to have opening ceremony festivities. We're planning a flyover, so that's going to be a great experience with the airplane flying overhead. We're going to have a great national anthem. Heidi Hess will be scheduled to sing the national anthem for us, and she does a marvelous job. So you're in for a treat. So if you're anywhere near the Kindred area, come out. We got awesome food in the concession stand, and we just got a great game for baseball. So we'll wrap things up. For Chris Hovde, I'm Mike Bernier. You've been watching American Legion Baseball on Magnitude Sports.
preceding broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.